loves, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a question and answer video for you guys because I haven't done one in a little bit and I thought it would be awesome if I did that. So I asked you guys on my social media sites such as Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram to send me your questions that you've been wanting to know from me, and so I decided to finally answer them. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about me, go ahead and keep watching. I'm going to start off with Instagram, some of the questions that got left on my Instagram page. Do you and your husband fight often? And if you do, how do you typically resolve fights? So if we do have any big fights, they're usually like once a month or so. And they usually typically revolve around the same thing, like me being a slob and him being a not control freak, a germaphobe. He's like a little OCD neat freak in my opinion. So we're like total ends of the spectrum compared to like cleanliness organization wise. So when we do end up resolving fights, it's usually when like we just say something stupid. Just say something stupid to make the other person laugh, or I will usually do something like really dumb, like I don't know, try to karate chop him and he just starts busting out laughing. So we usually know what makes the other person laugh. So I feel like that's a great way to kind of break the ice. No matter how mad you are at the person, just like, I don't know, we just do silly stuff and then just makes us laugh, and then that kind of just calms the anger down. And I think it's like once you are able to laugh, you kind of just release all the tension and we're able to talk through it. So which places or countries in the world would you want to visit? I would want to visit like crazy landmarks such as Egypt. I really want to go see the pyramids. It's really inspiring to me to kind of see how just regular human beings did that. Pretty much they didn't have machines, any high technology to do that. They just did it all on their own. Granted that there were slaves doing, but they put so much hard work and effort into building the pyramids. I really want to go see it. Of course, I want to go visit Paris. I mean, who doesn't want to go see the Eiffel Tower and the City of Love, right? I also would like to go visit Italy. I just love the culture of Italy, and I mean, I just really want to go to exotic places. I just want to visit at least every single continent. What are some of your eating habits that keep you slim and healthy? Well, thank you for thinking I'm slim and healthy. I do like to think that I try to keep on the healthier path of things. Granted, I still do love my desserts like ice cream and cake. So a few things that I kind of incorporate into my everyday life is drinking a lot more water. I used to drink a lot of like soda and juices and alcohol, and I realized that those are just kind of empty carbs and a lot of sugar mainly. So I've been actually drinking a lot of water in my diet. I've also been eating really healthy breakfast. As soon as I wake up, I know the first thing I eat is healthy, and that kind of sets my way for the rest of the day. I usually will eat oatmeal or some sort of fruit or a shake in the morning. And the other thing I kind of felt like keeps me on the healthier side is my portions. So if I were to eat ice cream, which is my favorite, I love ice cream, or chocolate, I really don't try to eat like the whole scoop of ice cream or like a whole bar of Kit Kats. Kit Kats. So I usually try to eat like one Kit Kat or two Kit Kat and then give the rest to my son because he's obsessed with Kit Kats. So I kind of feel like if you're gonna eat desserts, eat it in moderation. Don't eat a whole slice of pie or whole cake. That's just really crazy. So moderation, lots of water, and try to start your day off with something super healthy because that kind of paves your way into more healthier choices throughout the day. What was one of your best moments in your life? If you have ever talked to a mom and asked them this, they would say their child. Because for me, pregnancy wasn't a cake, but giving birth itself was so horrible. So horrible. I know, I might be scaring you, but for me, I had such a hard time giving birth. I was in labor for 16 and a half hours. I was pushing for a very long time. I felt everything. I was crying, I was yelling, I was screaming. I was just in so much pain. And that was like the physically hardest thing I've ever had to do. As soon as my son came out, Jesse, it was just like, it was all worth it. And it was one of the best moments of my life. The other moment of my life would have to be finishing cosmetology school and getting my license. I've worked so hard. I mean, granted, being in cosmetology school is not as hard as like getting your PhD or becoming a doctor or things like that, but in my life, being a cosmetologist is something I was really inspired to be doing and to really strive towards, and I'm so happy I finally got it because I'm the kind of person that changes my mind. I mean, towards the end of my cosmetology school, I was like, do I even want to continue doing this? Do I want to get my license? And so I was kind of stressed out at the end because I wasn't sure if I want to do hair for the rest of my life. I mean, I love hair. I just didn't know if I wanted to be doing it for the rest of my life, but I pushed myself to do it and to say just at least get the license, and from there you can do it because I mean, cosmetology school is a year long if you do it full time. It took me 12.5 months to finish, and I wasn't just gonna up and quit. If you had 2 more children, what would you name them? Ooh, good question. If I had a girl, I would name her, the 2 names I've been really looking at is Grace or Melody, but I think that my husband kind of came up with the name Chloe with a C, and I don't know why, but I seriously became kind of obsessed with it, which is horrible. You may be asking why that's horrible, Tree. It's because ever since I was a little girl in, I think, middle school, I've just been in love with the name Grace and Gracie and Melody because I love music, and I feel like Grace is such like a pretty name. I mean, Grace itself, you know, right? So ever since then, I've been obsessed with that name. I always said as soon as I grow up and have kids of my own, I have a girl, I'm gonna name either one of those 2 names. But my husband, he was just like kind of thinking of names because he didn't really love the idea of Melody and Grace. So he's like, what about Chloe with a C? And I was like, no, but it's been kind of growing on me, but shh, don't tell him. So those are all the questions from Instagram. Thank you to everyone who sent me questions on there. I'm gonna jump onto Snapchat. I got a few there. How many tattoos and piercings do you have? Will you please make a tattoo video? I have 5 tattoos. 5. That's crazy, right? Because you never ever see them. Maybe you've seen like my treble clef right here. But I have 5 tattoos, and as piercings, I have my ears double pierced and then my belly button pierced. And I guess I can do a tattoo video because I do have tattoos that I regret, and I think it might be a good story to share with you guys. If you want to see a tattoo video, just leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you would like to see a tattoo video. Would you get more tattoos if you have any? If so, how many? I don't know. I really want a lot of tattoos, but at one point in my life, I was doing some modeling. And obviously, if you have a lot of tattoos, you can't be modeling because you're always in different outfits and it may not fit in with the look. But now with makeup, you can definitely cover up a lot of tattoos that you have. So I want to get a lot of tattoos. I maybe want to get at least 5 more. I even want to get a whole back tattoo done. I know that's a little crazy, Tree. Maybe I would end up having like 10 or 15 tattoos. My tattoo artist called them stamps. He said my tattoos look like stamps because they are in black and white, except for one tattoo I have, it's in color. But all the other tattoos I have are in black and white because I tend to like black and white tattoos better because they don't fade like color does. Would you ever get plastic surgery? Yes, I would. Yes, I will one day get plastic surgery. I really do want a boob job. I have A cups, and they actually got smaller ever since I had my son. I was breastfeeding. I had like a full A cup, but now my boobs are like less than an A cup. And I know that's very controversial for people out there. I'm not saying that you have to get plastic surgery. I'm just saying for me personally, I wanted a boob job. I've always wanted a boob job because I feel like I'd be way more confident and happy if I had a boob job. That's just my personal opinion. And I also would love to get a nose job. I do feel like I want to get a nose job. My nose from the profile, it actually goes like this, and then it kind of bumps up. So that's a kind of dramatic treat, but it goes like this and then kind of has like a little bump right here. If I don't wear makeup and in person you could totally see a line of where my nose is right here and then from where it kind of sticks out. So that always bothered me, and I feel like I have like really big nostrils, like Yeah, I used to be bullied in elementary school when people were like, oh my god, you have the pig nose. Your nose looks like a pig. And that kind of stuck with me. Not going to the bullying store or anything like that. But anyways, that is all my questions from this Q&A. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you would like for me to answer any other questions, please leave it down below because I'm going to try to do more question and answer video. And I would love for you guys to leave me some questions to answer. So down in the comments below, leave me a question that you would like to know. If you haven't seen my last video, definitely don't forget to check that out. I will leave that link down below for you guys too. I love you, and I'll see you all later. Bye, everyone!